right? So recently I uploaded a video called Arcane Odyssey contributor gets banned, and he did. He got striked and he got banned, and so did another person. But recently I've gotten new information, and I just wanted to continue the situation and talk about it because I feel like it's important to keep track of the moderation of this game and the people doing shitty things in the game and how they should be punished. But of course, not a game moderator. I can't punish anyone or do anything. All I can do is like get people to open their eyes or just educate people on whatever issues there is with the game. So I was contacted by a game moderator named Blake. He sent me my video and said that his strike and his ban has been removed because it was found to be false. So I asked about information. He said not any that needs to be given, and I asked how he found out because I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know he was a game moderator. So he said I unbanned him, and I said, "Oh, you're a moderator?" And he said, "Yes." Why'd you unban him? And he said, "Well, he just pinged his last message. Ban was found to be false." And this is where I was quite confused because I've seen Noble members, especially Nimble, being very toxic to people both in Vetex Games Discord server and other servers like the Galleon and such. And so I said, but they've been joining random players who are hosting luck parties just to hunt them, and they've gone as far as ping in Vetex Games to harass people, calling them bad, father, etc. And I then asked about Nimble Numble. He said he also wasn't bad. And this is where you're gonna see like a bit of contradictions from his part, because though I were kind of expecting him to explain very well how and why the bans were found to be false, he did not really do that very well, especially not since he contradicted himself. So he said, uh, you are hosting servers to 600 people, and he said expect to be attacked, and this kind of annoyed me because I don't think anyone should expect to be attacked in a luck party. I don't think anyone should be afraid of being hunted in a luck party. I feel like people should be able to join a luck party and just have the luck, fish, and then go about their day instead of fearing for their renown, their galleons, their ships to be destroyed, hunted, taken, etc. So, from my perspective, at least, it seems like these game moderators don't really have any sympathy for the player base, and that's not good for a moderation team to not have sympathy for the people who are playing the game they are moderating in. But that's just me. That's just what I think. You can agree or not. It doesn't really matter to me. And he said that, and I asked if it wouldn't it go under the rule of witch hunting, which is bannable. It is bannable to witch hunt. And he said that you're hosting a public server, same thing as YouTuber streamer, expect to be attacked. You don't see Selectorch banning anyone who joins him just because he wants to. And that's true. We are a public server, and we have people attack us and they kill people or try to. But the difference is that Noble Phantasm has done this multiple times over the past 3 weeks. They've done it so many times. And he said also, especially when you have a leaderboard player with you, and that's true, we do. Rogue Bird Lover, he's a leaderboard player, but the thing is, they don't join just him. They join other people who are hosting. Many other people that are hosting. We have like 20 hosts, and they've joined a lot of them, even followed people into the Dark Sea just to kill them. And that's a bit annoying, for me at least, that he doesn't see this. And this is where the contradiction comes. He says it is technically witch hunting, and then I ask, so it is breaking the rules, because witch hunting is a rule, and if you break it, well, if you are witch hunting, you're breaking the rule because you're not allowed to witch hunt. And he said no. So he said that it is technically breaking a rule. Then I asked if it is breaking the rules, and he said no. That's what I don't understand, and it does not put a good, like, it doesn't put a good light on the moderation team, or this guy alone, though. We can't judge the whole game moderation team, but just from how he is argumenting. But at least for him, it doesn't make him look very good. And he said it was technically witch hunting, and he tried to argument this case with your friend joining you is also technically witch hunting, so we should ban your friend. And I argumented against, because I saw that it wasn't a good argument, because a person joining someone, that's not a bannable offense. That's not witch hunting. Witch hunting is when you are joining someone to hunt them over and over, or just solely to kill them and ruin their experience. It is literally in the old name witch hunting, when people used to run and kill and hunt witches, well, quote unquote witches, back in the old days. So I said that's not a very good argument, but if said friend were to join just to ruin my experience, then yes, he should be, because yes, if you have a friend that keeps joining you just to kill you and ruin your fun, he should be banned. He should be punished for that, because that's a dick move to do. It's not good. And this is also where he says something that isn't really that true. It's not very true at all. He said it's a PvP game. Expect to be PvP'd. And that's not true. Arcane Odyssey has so many aspects of. It has so many different things you can do. There is boss killing, there is PvP, there is PvE, there is surprisingly there's role play. I've seen a bit of that. So him saying it's a PvP game, it's not true. I can't agree with it, because it isn't true. A PvP game is more like Call of Duty. That's more a PvP game, because then you just go around, kill people, real people all the time. That's the only thing with the game. Well, basically almost everything. And then I said it's ridiculous that they have rules set in place, but actually never go through with moderating people that are breaking the rules. And he said a public server at that. And this is also a very poor argument for him, because the Luck Party server, it's not necessarily just public, but every single noble member that has been, and if they ever want to join, they're banned, they're blacklisted. So the only way they could get to know when people are hosting is if they use an alt account to join. And this also just kind of just says something about Noble Phantasm, that they would go through with making a alt account just to join the Discord server, just to find out when they are hosting, just to kill us. That says something. And I asked how I was being ignorant, and I said that you said that they are technically breaking the rules, but aren't moderating them accordingly. And he just said, did you just ignore the rest of what I said? And though I don't seem to remember what else I could have commented in, but yeah. And I said about the server being big, and it's fine that people break rules to wait. About the server being big, thus it's fine that people break rules to harass the Luck Party hosts. What I meant by that was that when he asked, did you just ignore what the rest of I said, which was basically what he said before, that since the server is so big that it's fine for people to join and kill us all the time, which it isn't. It's not okay at all. And then he just gave up. He said no point in arguing, reread what I've said. And I just said, I'm just trying to understand how you're trying to justify this, because I don't agree with it. And he said that something I said that something had to be done, and he said they should. Witch hunting shouldn't be bannable at all. And it wasn't before when Arcane Odyssey was released. It wasn't bannable then, but they initiated a rule. And I asked why it should. The game should be enjoyable for everyone, and not everyone appreciates having people hunt them over and over, even after rejoining. He said that's up to VTEX, shouldn't be based off of rules, make it so it can't happen, not make it bannable. And this I kind of agree with. I agree that it shouldn't be possible for you to join whoever you want and rejoin them every time you want to do it. I believe you should. The only way you can join someone is if you're friends with them or know what exact server they are in. And that I agree with him. So I asked just how I could contact VTEX because this is completely ridiculous. Something should be done about this, and they continue to do it. After the video I released, I've seen multiple cases of people canceling their luck parties because noble members join, and since they join just to kill us, there's no point. There's no point to host it. So yeah, I just wanna. I just find this situation to be. It's so weird. It's so dumb. That they were unbanned because they found the claims to be false, even though there's been probably 10 tickets about Noble Phantasm, even more about them being them harassing people and ruining luck parties. It should be something that it should be bannable. They should be punished at least in some way or form. They don't have to be banned. They just have to get a message and say, hey, don't do this, this is a dick move, don't do it, and then they probably stop. But they don't want to do it. They don't want to punish them. And I've seen a lot of rumors going around that Noble Phantasm has paid the game moderators to unban them and stuff like that, which I also don't believe. I do believe that the game moderator, that maybe the harassment claims were false, or, well, not false, but I do believe that there was no proof found, because there rarely ever is proof that is being found. But there should be rules set in place. If there's gonna be more potions that help multiple people, and people are hosting different types of parties like interchange parties or luck parties and whatever new thing that comes out, then people should expect to go to them and be safe, not be killed and hunted and lose galleons because they destroyed their ship and stuff like that. That shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be an issue that is with Arcane Odyssey. It's stupid, and I've been trying to contact VTech, see if he actually can read my message and at least see over the situation and try to either help or get him to say that it isn't bannable and whatever. But I really hope in the future that there becomes more rules, more specific rules for stuff like this, because stuff like this shouldn't be happening. People shouldn't be able to witch hunt, and it doesn't seem like the game moderation team is kind of banning people from, well, by witch hunting. And yeah, that's just an update on the situation. But I don't really care that much. It is what it is. I don't plan on playing Arcane Odyssey forever, but it's quite interesting though. It's quite interesting. But yeah, thanks for your time. See ya.